What up, dude? How are you guys? Look at gold. Damn, dude, I keep forgetting about this Zoom. Tomorrow. I got you with a Zoom link tomorrow. I gotta set up the Zoom camera or the Zoom to record the right screen. I tried doing it last week and I fucked up and had to close it out. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, bro. I had a video go viral and that boosted me quite a bit. I keep getting copyright though. Bro, yesterday I played one of my favorite songs for like 15 seconds and it got instantly copyrighted. All right, market's about to open. 2 minutes for market open. One minute. All right. Let's see. What up, Bougie? Let's see, what time is this one gonna open? What time is MGC opening? Gold's coming down, market open. Is it hasn't moved on XAU yet? We're gonna get a dump market open. All right. We get down 10 pips. Let's see, we are at all-time highs. Our daily doesn't have a top wick. We just opened up without a top wick on the daily. And we have no top wick on the previous daily. And no bottom wick. What in the hell? No top wick, no bottom wick on the daily. We're just trending up on the SMA. We faked out and came back above. Huh. Where could you buy off of? What's up, bro? Alright. Let's go to MGC because land is not opening. Alright. Our monthly is extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. No top wick on the previous monthly. But we did come down and make a bottom wick first for a continuation to the upside. So this could be making a top wick before we reject down, since we don't have a top wick on this previous monthly, or this previous weekly, but it's tough to say. So right now we're bullish on the weekly. The daily is also extremely bullish. We just came off of this level that we created and we turned it into a support, but we still don't have a bottom wick here. So this isn't clean structure. Look at all these no bottom wicks. On the 4 hour, bro, that's here in Florida too. Normal Floridians can drive, but all these new people, they don't know how us Floridians drive, so they have issues. Right now we're on a major uptrend. It's just riding. So we formed support here, we formed the resistance here, we came down, formed support, we closed above, and we just spent the last several days driving non-stop. Yesterday was our very first doji candle closure after this massive push to the upside. This doji candle closure with no bottom wick on the daily and no top wick on the daily could indicate no more range to drive up, which could indicate which means that today we might be able to get a top wick for a continuation to the downside to then create a bottom wick on this area before driving up again. Something similar to like what happened here. We formed this, we tried to drive, and then price came down, grabbed more liquidity a little bit steeper before driving up. After this massive push to the upside, we would need to see some sort of retracement like this, some sort of retracement like this, something like this, but this little doji candle, I don't think that's enough. I think price needs to retrace some. I would like price to retrace some before a continuation. This continuation was just a few candles. Nothing major. So let's see, what do we look like on the 30-minute time frame? So with the daily, we could be coming up to the daily no top wick. So this daily high, the previous daily high has no top wick. This is the previous daily high. We're gonna mark up the previous daily low. And then this is kind of where we're at, the kind of the range that we're in. So I would like to see a top wick for today, for yesterday, and a continuation to the downside. How steep will that top wick be? I don't know. If price makes new highs, I'm not selling. I'm waiting for my setup to form. waiting for price to come up, create a high, attempt to break out again, fail, and come back down. This is what I want to see. I want to see price try to come up and fail again. So you would get a left head, right shoulder type situation with the break and retest. So you have your head, shoulder, break, retest, drive. That's what I would like to see. Or you could also see price comes up, makes a high, makes a new high, and then comes down and we get that break and retest. So these are my most possible scenarios for sells today. Now, if we were going to take some buys for a continuation to the upside, how would we get in some buys? So on the 5-minute chart, or on the 15-minute chart, there's no bottom wick here, and price is just starting to drive up and close above. So it looks like price is already driving. Damn. Yep. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But it doesn't really technically have to be. That's just one of the scenarios that I'm looking for. Price comes up to break the high. This area would be your fair value. So this is a head and shoulders, but you'll most likely get a fair value gap form here, and price is coming up to retest the fair value gap before the drive down. So this is, I see literally everybody's strategy. Double top. For me, I don't look for the double top. I look for price to come up, make a high, come down, form support, and then reattempt to break the high, fail, and then drive down and close below the support. And then I'll take it, look for some entries to the downside. Sexy red is a pata sucia. But for some buys, so these are my two possible sell scenarios that I'm looking for. The top wick for the daily with some sort of reversal pattern, a break and retest for a continuation to the downside. Something like we're here right now, price comes up. Perfect example. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect example of what I want to see. Volume candle to the downside, closing below the head and shoulders, or closing below the double top, sorry. This is clean. Entry right here on the flip of the next candle, coming down with a stop loss at the break of the high. That's the exact same thing that I'm looking for here. We are riding the 30-minute SMA. We're tapping the 15. We're starting to cross on the 5. So the 1 and the 5 are not riding anymore. So the trend looks like it's possibly starting to change and to shift. So this is all-time high. So we could just reject here from where we're at. But I would like to see this kind of structure form. And if we start to break back down into to range down here, I would say closures below here are the most safe to me. A closure below here, if price can come down, and then you would get an entry on the break of this low or on the retest. You come up and you take a wick entry on the retest, or you take a sell stop on the break of this low after the retest, which gives you, I don't know, like 38 pips before a break-even point. Sexy red. I don't listen to her music. I don't listen to rap in general. Yeah, we have way more data here on the oh, that's the Nasdaq. boom, boom, boom. So I blew my top 150K valuation today. I listened to my Spanish trap music. I listened to my Christian music. I listened to some old Lil Uzi, some old Travis Scott, some old Nav. I don't like the new stuff. I listened to a little bit of rock. I listened to System of a Down. I do listen to Future. Where's my Future album? Where's my Dirty Soda album? No, Purple Rain album is the one that I downloaded. That's my favorite album, Purple Rain. So I do listen to some rap, but I don't listen to none of the new stuff, bro. I don't like the new stuff. Yeah, Daniel, unnecessary losses. Literally unnecessary losses. Unnecessary losses. I'm going to explain to you guys why I took that loss today on gold. So this was my trade idea. So I uploaded a video on it today. So I had a short right here. So my idea was to retest these lows again, right? So once price made all-time highs here, that we had a massive rejection to the downside, we started closing below all these ranges. Price came up again in a massive volume candle to retest the highs. We wicked off it once, we wicked off it twice, we wicked off it a third time. I took an entry here and I sold to the downside. And as soon as I got in the trade, price started going against me. My stop loss was above all-time highs at this random area up here. I think it was at somewhere up here was my stop loss. And then I took a second entry. Once price made new all-time highs, we formed support, made new all-time highs, came down, closed below, came up, retested the highs, faked out, and then came down. I took another entry right here. So I was in profits for 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, 4 candles. This next candle wicked down 5 candles. This next candle wicked down 6 candles. So I was in profit for 6 total candles, and I didn't take my profits. Unnecessary loss for no reason. There was no point in me taking this loss. I should have closed my trade in profit. The spreads were a little bit off, so my entry, so the profit wasn't reading correctly. I think I was in total profit. I was like 30 pips in profit or 20 something pips in profit, and I didn't close the trade. I let it drive. I saw this candle, I saw it start to drive up, and then once we had this volume candle to the downside again, this was the last opportunity I got to close, and I said, all right, I'm gonna let this trade rock. That candle alone is what gave me the confidence to hold the trade. But after retesting my break even 8 times, I retested my break even. My break even, especially when I was in profit here, why didn't I close? If I saw that I was in drawdown for 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 45, 55 for like 2 hours, 3 hours, why didn't I just close at the first instant of profit and gave the trade a second opportunity? If we did start driving down, I could have taken a second entry once we broke down to this area and still had a 36 pip range to catch. I was doing, I was trying to swing the trade to the downside. But when price did this and then froze here, that was an indication that my swing was no longer valid. Just as soon as we rejected here and then froze here again, that is 100% confirmation for me that my trade wasn't valid. I just gave it too much. I felt like it was going to go down too much instead of letting the candles do the talking. Instead of letting the candles do the talking, I let my feelings hold the trade for me. So my feelings caused me not to go break even here. My feelings caused me to take this as a continuation to the downside instead of seeing the clear fake out. The 15-minute close respecting support here. This next 15-minute candle came down with no top wick, touched all the way at the bottom, and then flipped bullish all in one 15-minute candle. This was the opening of the candle. One 5-minute, two 5-minute, and the next one. So in one 15-minute candle, we drove down 40 pips and then came up to the upside. So I had so much room and so much time to get out of the trade, but because I married the idea, I didn't get out of the trade and I got screwed. But Bougie, I did decide to the margin requirements for a live account is too little or it's too much. So I decided to go back to funding, and I'm doing a Top Step account. I bought a 50K Top Step account. And now, so for every dollar I spend on fundeds, I gotta dump that same amount into my live account. So I'm gonna scale my live account to a couple $1,000s and then fully start trading it, because I need $1,000 to be able to swing past 5 o'clock, and it's my live account, so I'm planning to really swing 0.1s and swing very small positions. But a 0.1 requires $1,000 of a margin to swing it. So if I want to swing like a 0.5, I need $5,000 in the account just to swing a 0.5. Yeah, bro, I'm doing both. I got my AMP account here as well. If I log out of here, I can sign into my AMP. So both of them are futures. This is who I'm doing. AMP futures. Check this out. 2.8 million views, bro. 2.795. Insane. In the last 60 minutes, 6,000 views. Holy shit. This one video gave me 6K subscribers. We're at 2,795. 200,000 more views and YouTube will start to pay me. $3 million and I'll be eligible for some memberships. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, Daniel. That's what's up, bro. For me, let's say I want to live off of 5% a month. I would need 150K account to replace my job. But if I'm making that in trading, I don't think I want to quit my job. I think I want to continue making that in trading plus my job, because that'll be a lot of money. Yeah, we were just talking about Top Step the other day. I decided to go with my live account, but I didn't do enough research to how much margin I actually needed and how the margin requirements can go up 30% at any time, or it can go down, or yeah, it can go up 10%, I think, or 30%, something like that. So during certain market hours, instead of requiring $1,000 for a point one, it'll require $1,300 for the point one. So with it being that wild on how much margin requirements it needs, I'm perfectly comfortable with putting, 5 grand in a live account, especially if it's a futures live account, which I know my money's going to be safe. But I still need that much money to be able to trade a point 0.5. I wouldn't even be able to trade a one lot with 5 grand. Yeah, that's the crappy part about futures, bro. But I don't trust these other firms. I think I'm gonna keep my money in futures. And at the end of the day, the goal is to have such a large account and risk very little bit of the large account. But yeah, bro. This is a family company, bro. So all the jobs that I sell, my cousins do the work. All the service calls that I sell, I take the payment. My cousin pays the bills. My other cousin does the payroll. My uncle signs off on the payroll. So everything that I do feeds my family, feeds my cousins. It feeds my cousin's family. So I really like what I do. I don't want to quit my job, but I for sure 100% am going to scale back hours. It's going to get to the point where I'm going to not go to work till 10 in the morning, and then I'll still do my normal 6 to 8 hours. But I'll get off work like at 6 or 7, but I don't have to go to work till like 10 in the morning, which is no problem. So I'll work till 6, which is a 7-hour day. Not a big deal. But the thing is that with my job, I get a percentage of the sales. So I could go to work for 8 hours and make a week's salary. Or I can work a week and make a week's salary. You know what I mean? If I get no sales, I gotta work my hours. But if I get sales, I don't have to do that many hours. So it all just depends on the opportunities that we're given. Like, just the other day, a church needed their air conditioner fixed. Somebody quoted them some crazy amount of money. And we sold them like 2 systems and removal of like 7 more. So it was like a $30,000 job. And my dad, my uncle, my cousin, and me did the job. So we subcontracted this Cuban guy that we know that's a part of our family to come pick up all the scrap. And now he's going to go sell the scrap and make some money. And I really like what I do, bro. It's one of those things where I don't think I'm ever going to quit my job, just going to do less hours. Because like my cousin came from Cuba and he had no skills, didn't know how to do anything. We brought him in, we taught him how to do air conditioning, we taught him how to do service, and he moved a little bit further away from us, so he couldn't stay with us, but he got a job at $20 an hour at another company. And he's been in this country for 3 years. $20 an hour, and you've only been in the work field for 3 years. That's a lot of money for somebody who doesn't have any skills and is just learning. So we're really trying to help people out. Yeah, bro, I have a mortgage, I have a car payment, I have a debt, I got a lot of stuff, but I'm working on paying off my car, paying off my debt, so probably fairly soon I should be almost debt free. Yeah, my first goal was to get a positive net worth. I've achieved that. Now my second goal is to get debt free. So even though I have debt, my net worth surpasses my debt, but I want to be really debt free. No car payment, no credit card payments, none of that stupid shit. So all the money that comes in, I can invest it. Buying stocks, buying real estate, investing into more Forex education, funding my account, etc. What has market done? We haven't done anything market open. We're starting to come up and to retest that gap that we just made. So in my experience, every time that we come up and we retest that gap, we usually mimic the move that we just had during the gap. So now that we're having this gap, we came up, we filled a little bit of the gap. could likely come back down to retest the lows. That's something I've been eyeing out during market open. If we gap and price comes up to retest the gap, do we mimic what the gap did or do we fill it? Knowing that 48% of gaps get filled in the same day, there's a high probability, a 52% chance that this gap is not going to get filled within this opening range, and we're likely going to see a sell-off from the gap. But then you then have to add your candle confirmations to really verify if it is going to reject at this level. So let's see if it plays out right here. Yeah, bro, Daniel, you're young, bro. You're young. I chose trading very late in my life, so I have a career and a lot of things going before I started trading. Had I chosen trading earlier, I probably would have been in the same boat as you, saying I don't need to do anything. I'm just gonna trade. I'm just gonna try to make some bread trading and locking it in. I have plenty of time, but I got a good job. I got good things going, so I got plenty of time to just chill out. So it looks like it is playing out. Yeah, Daniel, don't worry, bro. You're young, bro. You're extremely young. Just give yourself some time. Yeah, bro, I seen that. Turpy flipped $100 into 2K. How old are you, Daniel? Like 19? NAS 100 is a good pair. I traded NAS 100. I do trade the NAS. For the Nasdaq, what I like to do, same thing as gold. What do you see when you get these massive wicks on the Nasdaq? You see massive rejections. Big wicks equals big rejections. Big wicks, big rejections. Big wicks, big rejections. So that's something to keep an eye out for on the Nasdaq. Big wicks, big rejections. Big wicks, big rejections. Large wicks, rejection. Large wick. Sort of. That was a 1-to-1. But pay very close attention to that and at key levels. So right now, NAS is just bouncing back and forth off of this level. But we have a lot of room in here. This is a 30-minute range, but this 30-minute range is, dude, 2,000 pips. That says 228 pips, but if you entered a one lot, like if it was on gold, it would be like 2,000 pips. So it's a massive 30-minute range. So now that we've rejected the upside here, we're starting to scoop on the SMA. The 5-minute SMA is starting to scoop. We're starting to stay under the trend line. I would watch out for this area. This area is very key. See how we're rejecting this area? I would like to see us close below this area with maintaining underneath the SMA, and then I would take some sells to the downside there. Our daily candle here has no top wick, and we did close doji, but this previous daily closed barely a top wick. We came up, formed the top wick, came down, and then came up and closed doji. So we can disregard this entire day So if we come up, create a top wick, and then come down, that would be clean. If we come up, kind of test this area here, this no top wick on the previous hourly, if we can come up and make a top wick for it, that'd be clean, which would be kind of like a test of these areas. But you also got to be very careful. Once you re-break the daily low, you can just continue to the downside, tap this next area here, and then flip bullish for a continuation. So that's how I played. I really don't know what it's gonna do, but I'm just gonna wait to see what the reaction is here. Wait to see what the reaction is once we get to the highs. If the reaction here is the move that I want to the downside, like this, then I'll take it. But if at this same exact level we get this, I'm taking buys to the upside, because this is a super strong level, and there's two things that can happen. It can either break and retest to the downside, or it can break, fake out, and come up to the upside. So these are the two little things that I would be looking at this level. So that's how I identify every single level, because it could be different. Because one area of interest could give you two different plays, depending on what candle structure is formed there. What's up, Ricky? Nick, my man. Bro, at 19, if you're already on your trading journey, you're already this far into the journey, your mindset is already right. You're already what's it called? You're on the right path, bro. Give yourself until you're like 21, 22, and if from 19 to 22 you still see that you're in the same boat, then there's some issues. But if every year you say, oh shit, last year I kept getting caught in fake outs, but this year I'm identifying them. Last year I couldn't pass a funded account. This year I'm passing them like it ain't shit, but I'm not able to get a payout. So, okay, so I know how to trade, I'm just not able to stick to a structured plan. So now you figured out how to trade, you figured out, you know, your risk management and all this stuff. Now you got to stick to your plan and make sure you spent that final year sticking to your plan, and that's what's really going to tell you if you're profitable or not. Because let's admit it, we all pretty much know how to trade for the majority. You all pretty much know how to identify market structure, and the majority of the time when you look at your trades, you're probably right the majority of the time. It's little nuances like risk management that's killing you. Damn, how many Nick Waters do we have? We got 1 Nick, 2 Nick, 3 Nick, 4, 5 Nick at the door. Yeah, bro. You're good, bro. Like, this is one of my homeboys. He's 19 as well. And this is what he texted me today. 2% so far this week. I put my stop loss at 1% for both trades, and it took me out because of a point of liquidity it respected, signaling me that it was going to be buys for New York as of right now. Now all I got to do is wait for proper entry for buys. Like, this guy is 19, and this is how he's speaking to me when he's explaining his trades. Like, what is something else he said? It has respected my 60% Fibonacci level, respecting the downtrend as well. It manipulated the daily low, so I'm expecting sells, reacting off of a level of liquidity that was used as support to keep going up. Days ago, if not weeks ago, all of these are signals I use clean. Entry. This is my entry in my opinion. Like, bro, this guy's 19 and he's speaking to me like, bro, what the fuck? So, if you're like, what's it called? So what I'm just trying to say is that you guys are way more advanced than what I was at 16 months. You guys are way more advanced than what I was within a couple of years. I took the slow route. I took the route trying to find a mentor, trying to figure out, you know, who was real, who was fake, watching videos and thinking everybody's fake, this, and that, until I finally found Don. And then I took the free route with Don, which takes even longer when you're just watching the YouTube streams. Instead of me paying to be in the Discord and to talk to these guys every single day, I was just watching for free off of YouTube. So it took me even longer to figure this shit out. But had I paid for Don's like course or his mentorship, or Wix's, or done the flex room from day one with Wix and been in those Zoom calls, I think I would have been much further off faster than I did now. But I took everything the free way, bro. I took the free route to success. But like, bro, if I would have went to the in-person bougie and saw you guys at the in-person, I was gonna go, but I had nobody to go with me. None of my friends wanted to do trading. None of my friends were like interested, and I'm like, damn, I'm not really trying to go all by myself. And little did I know, I missed out on some of the coolest, meeting some of the coolest people ever in person, bro. But had I gone to that in person, that would have changed my trading career. I would have been much further off, much faster. And then, dude, once I became a mod, that I realized how effective being in the Discord was, and talking to Don and talking to Wix and getting their ideas and typing in the Discord, and then Wix9 reads my comment and then replies to me and gives me some feedback on what I'm talking about. Bro, that changed the game for me. Speaking to them, being on the Zooms and talking to Wix every night, that literally changed how I view the markets and how I view this whole trading game. I slept that, bro. I literally had the ticket, and it was the day of, and I was like, all right, time to drive to Miami. And I hit up my boys, and they didn't want to go. And I talked to my girlfriend, and she's like, I don't want to go to that. What is that? And I'm like, damn, I can't drive to Miami all by myself, stay out there till like 12, 1 in the morning, and then stay in Miami. I need somebody to stay with me. So I didn't end up going, bro. If Wix has one, bro, I'm for sure pulling up. I'm for sure pulling up. Yeah, bro. I think that Don and Wix are some of the realest people in this industry, bro. Yeah, bro. Next meet and greet, I'm sliding through 100%. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. That would be dope. What time is it? 6:40. I think I'm gonna call the stream a little early. I gotta go to the gym and go take my work truck back to the warehouse. Yeah, man. This is gonna be a new start of a new playlist of my top 150K challenge. I'm gonna be trading 5 micros on it. I have a 3K profit target, so I'm gonna be trading 5 micros. 3 Nasdaq micros and 5 MGC micros. So that's what I'm going to be trading for now. Unlimited ice cream, bro? Nah, we got to have another one. We got to have another one. Yeah, damn. 10 concurrent viewers tonight, bro. 30 views. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys. Drop a like in the chat. That's what I was thinking too, but Top Step's commissions are cheap. They're not they're not bad. But like on the top one, I was trading a point 0.5 and with the 5,000 profit target, and I made 2,000 in a day. I caught like 150 pips that day just trading 20 30 pips, 20 30 pips, 20 30 pips. So I'll try it out for one day and see what it's like. If it's too bad, then I'll switch over to one contract. Um, I think it should be fine. We'll see. We'll see. All right, gang. I appreciate every single one of you for showing up. All of you are the shit. Thank you for asking questions and commenting in the chat, keeping me on point. Uh, I'm gonna come up with a schedule next week so I can start streaming a little bit more concurrently and going to the gym in between, and then I'm gonna start the Zooms as well, so I can start sending y'all the Zoom links. But see you guys later.